Word of the Lord that came to the son of Beri in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and the days of Jeroboam the son of Joash, king of Israel. When the Lord first spoke through Hosea, the Lord said to Hosea, "Go take for yourself a wife of whoredom, and have children of whoredom, for the land commits great whoredom by forsaking the Lord." So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, and she conceived and bare him a son. And the Lord said to him, "Call his name Jezreel, for in just a little while I will punish the house of Jehu for the blood of Jezreel, and I will put an end to the kingdom of the house of Israel. And on that day I will break I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel." She conceived again and bore a daughter. And the Lord said to him, "Call her name No Mercy, for I will show no mercy on the house of Israel, to forgive them at all. But I will have mercy on the house of Judah, and I will save them by the Lord their God, and I will save them by the bow, or by sword, or by war, or by horses, or by horsemen." And when she had weaned No Mercy, and conceived and bore a son, and the Lord said, "Call his name Not My People, for you are not my people, I am not your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be like the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. And in the place where it was said to them, You are not my people, it shall be said to them, Children of the living God. And the children of Judah and the children of Israel shall be gathered together, and they shall appoint for themselves one head, and they shall go up from the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Chapter 2. Say to your brothers, You are not my people, and to your sisters, You have received mercy. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, and I am not her husband, that she put away her whoring from her face, and her adultering from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked, and make her as the day she was born, and make her like a wilderness, and make her like a parched land, and kill her with thirst. Upon her children also I will have no mercy, because they are children of whoredom. For their mother has played the whore. She has conceived them and acts shamefully. And she said, I will go after my lovers, who will give me bread and my water, my wool and my flocks, my oil and my drink. Therefore I will hedge up her way with thorns, and I will build a wall against her, so that she cannot find her path. She shall pursue her lovers, but not overtake them. She shall seek them, but she will not find them. Then she shall say, I will go and return to my first husband, for it was better for me then than now. And she did not know that it was I who gave her the grain, the wine, and the oil, and who lavished on her silver and gold, which they used for Baal. Therefore I will take back my grain in its time, and my wine in its season, and I will take away my wool and my flax, which were to cover her nakedness. Now I will go and cover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and no one shall rescue her out of my hand. And I will put an end to all her mirth, her feast, her new moons, her Sabbaths, and all her appointed feast, and I will lay waste to her vines and her fig trees, of which she said, These are my hedges, these are my wages, which my lovers have given me. I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field shall devour them. I will punish her for the feast days of balls, when she burned offerings to them, and adorned herself with her ring and jewelry, and went after her lovers, and forgot me, declares the Lord. Therefore, behold, I will allure her, and bring her into the wilderness, and speak tenderly to her. And I will give her to her vineyards, and make the valley of Achor a door of hope. And there shall she answer the days of her youth, and the time when she came out of the land of Egypt. And in that day, declares the Lord, you shall call me my husband, and no longer will you call me my Baal. For I will remove the names of the Baals from her mouth, and they shall be remembered by name no more. And I will make them a covenant on that day with the beasts of the field, and the birds of the heavens, and the creeping things on the ground. And I will abolish the bow and the sword, and the war of the land, and I will make you lay down in safety, and I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you in righteousness, in justice, in steadfast love, and in mercy. I will betroth you to me in faithfulness, and you shall know the Lord. And in that day I will answer, declares the Lord. I will answer the heavens, and they shall answer the earth. I the earth shall answer her the grain, the wine, and the oil, and they shall answer Jezreel. And I will show her mercy for myself in the land, and I will have mercy on no mercy. And I will say to not my people, you are my people, and he shall say, you are my God. Chapter 3. And the Lord said to me, go again, love a woman who is loved by another man, and is an adulterer. Even as the Lord loves the children of Israel, though they turn to other gods and love cakes of raisins. So I brought her 15 shekels of silver, and a homer, and a lethins of barley. And I said to her, you must dwell as mine for many days. You shall not play the whore, or belong to another man, so I will be with you. For the children of Israel shall dwell many days without king or prince, without sacrifice or pillar, without of ephod or household gods. Afterwards the children of Israel shall return and seek the Lord their God, and David their king, and they shall come in fear to the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. Chapter 4. Hear the word of the Lord, O children of Israel, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. There is no faithfulness or steadfast love. There is no knowledge of God in the land. There is swearing, lying, murdering, stealing, and committing adultery. They break all bounds, and bloodshed follows bloodshed. Therefore the land mourns, and all who dwell in it languish. And also the beasts of the fields, and the birds of the heavens, and even the fish of the sea are taken away. Yet let no one contend, and let no one accuse, for with you is my contention, O priest. You shall stumble by day, the prophet also shall stumble with you by night, and I will destroy your mother. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because you have rejected knowledge. I reject you from being a priest to me. I have also forgotten the law of your God. I will also forget. And since you have also forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. The more they increase and the more they sinned against me, I will change their glory into shame. They feed on the sin of my people, and they are greedy for their iniquity. And it shall be like people, like priests. I will punish them for their ways. I will repay them for their deeds. They shall eat and not be satisfied. Thou shalt play the whore, but not multiply, because they have forsaken the Lord to cherish whoredom, wine and new wine, which take away the understanding. My people inquire a piece of wood, and their walking staff gives them oracles. For a spirit of whoredom has led them astray, and they have left their God to play the whore. They sacrifice on the top of mountains and burnt offerings on the hills, under oak, poplar, and terebinth, because their shade is good. Therefore your daughters play the whore, and your brides commit adultery. I will not punish your daughters when they play the whore, nor your brides when they commit adultery. For the men themselves go aside with prostitutes, and sacrifice with cult prostitutes. And a people without understanding shall come to ruin. Though they play the whore, O Israel, let not Judah become guilty. Enter not into Gilgal, nor go up to Bethaven. And swear not, as the Lord lives, like a stubborn heifer. Israel is stubborn. Can the Lord now feed them, like a lamb in a broad pasture? Ephraim is joined to idols. Leave him alone. When their drink is gone, they give themselves to whoring. Their rulers dearly love shame. A wind has wrapped them in its wings, and they shall be ashamed of their sacrifices. Chapter 5. Hear this, O priests, pay attention, O house of Israel. Give ear, O house of the king. For the judgment is for you, if you have a snare at Mizpah, and a net spread among Tabor. And the revolters have gone deep into slaughter, but I will discipline all of them. I know Ephraim, and Israel is not hidden from me. For now, O Ephraim, you have played the whore, and Israel is defiled. Their deeds do not permit them to return to their God, for the spirit of whoredom is within them. They know not their God. The pride of Israel testifies to his face. Israel and Ephraim shall stumble in its guilt. Judah also shall stumble with them. With their flocks and hordes they shall go and to seek the Lord, but they will not find him. He has withdrawn from them. They have dealt faithlessly with the Lord, for they have borne alien children. And now new moons shall devour them with their fields. Blow the horn in Gibeah, and the trumpet in Ramah, and sound the alarm in Bethaven. I will follow you, O Bethlehem, Benjamin. Ephraim shall become a desolation in the day of punishment among the tribes of Israel. I will make known what is sure. The princes of Judah have become like those of the landmark. Upon them I will pour out my wrath like water. Ephraim is oppressed, crushed in judgment, because he was determined to go after filth. But I am like a moth to Ephraim. I am like dry rot to the house of Judah. When Ephraim saw his sickness and Judah his wound, then Ephraim went to Syria and sent to the great king, but he is not able to cure you or heal your wound. For I will be like a lion to Ephraim, and like a young lion to the house of Judah. Even I who tear and go away, I will carry off, and no one shall rescue. I will return again to my place until they acknowledge their guilt and seek my face, and in their distress earnestly seek me. Chapter 6. Come, let us return to the Lord, for he has torn us that he may heal us. He has struck us down that he might bind us up. After 2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up, that we may live before him. Let us press on to know the Lord. His going out is sure as the dawn. He will come up to us as the showers, as the spring rains that water the earth. What shall I do to you, O Ephraim? What shall I do to you, O Judah? Your love is like a morning cloud, the dew that goes away early. Therefore I have owned them by their prophets, and slain them by the words of their mouth, and my judgment goes forth as the light. For I desire love and not sacrifice, the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. But like Adam they transgressed the covenant, and have dealt faithlessly with me. Gilead is a city of evildoers, tracked with blood. As robbers lie in wait for a man, so the priests band together. They murder on the way to Shechem. They commit villainy. In the house of Israel I have seen horrible things. Ephraim's whoredom is there. Israel is defiled. For you also, O Judah, a harvest is appointed, when I restore the fortunes of my people. Chapter 7. When I would heal Israel, the iniquity of Ephraim is revealed, and the evil deeds of Samaria. For they deal falsely, the thief breaks in, and the bandit raids outside. But they do not consider that I remember all their evil. Now their deeds surround them, they are before my face. By their evil they make the king glad, and the princes by their treachery. They are adulterous, they are like a heated oven, whose baker ceases to stir the fire. From a kneading of the dough until it is leavened. On the day of your king the prince became sick with the heat of wine. He stretched out his hand with the mockers, for with hearts like an oven they approached their intrude. All night their anger smolders. In the morning it blazes like a flaming fire. All of them are hot as an oven, and they devour their rulers. All their kings have fallen, and none of them call upon me. Ephraim mixes himself with the peoples. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Strangers devour his strength, and he knows it not. Gray hairs are sprinkled upon him, and he knows it not. The pride of Israel testifies to his face, yet they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him for all of this. Ephraim is like a dove, silly and without sense, calling to Egypt, going to Assyria. As they go, I spread over them my net. I will bring them down like birds of the heavens. I will discipline them according to the report made by their congregation. Woe to them, for they have strayed from me. Destruction to them, for they have rebelled against me. I would redeem them, but they speak lies against me. They do not cry to me from the heart, but they wail upon their beds. For grain and the wine, they gash themselves and rebel against me. Though I trained and strengthened their arms, yet they devise evil against me. They return but not upward. They are like treacherous bow. Their princes shall fall by the sword. because of the insolence of their tongue. This shall be their destruction in the land of Egypt. Chapter 8. Set the trumpet on your lips. One like a vulture is over the house of the Lord, because they have transgressed my covenant and rebelled against my law. To me they cry, My God, we Israel know you. Israel has spurned the good, the enemy shall pursue him. They made kings, but not through me. They set up princes, but I knew it not. With their silver and gold they made idols, for their own destruction. I have spurned your calf, O Samaria. My anger burns against them. How long will they be incapable of innocence? For it is from Israel, a craftsman made it. It is not God. The calf of Samaria shall be broken to pieces. For they sow the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. The standing grain has no heads, and shall yield no flour. If it were to yield, strangers would devour it. Israel is swallowed up already among the nations as a useless vessel. For if they have gone up to Assyria, a wild donkey wandering alone, Ephraim has hired lovers, though they hire allies among the nations. I will soon gather them up, and the king and the princes shall soon writhe because of their tribute. Because Ephraim has multiplied altars for sinning, and have become to him altars for sinning, where I write for him my laws by the 10,000s. They would be regarded as a strange thing. As for my sacrificial offerings, they sacrifice meat and eat it, but the Lord does not accept them. Now he will remember their iniquity and punish their sins. They shall return to Egypt, for Israel has forgotten his Maker, and build palaces, and Judah has multiplied fortified cities. So I will send a fire upon his cities, and it shall devour her strongholds. Chapter 9. Rejoice not, O Israel, exult not like the people, for you have played the whore, forsaking your God. You have loved a prostitute's wages on the threshing floors. Threshing floor and wine vat shall not feed them, and the new wine shall not fail them. They shall not remain in the land of the Lord, but Ephraim shall return to Egypt, and they shall eat unclean food in Assyria. They shall not pour drink offerings of wine to the Lord, and their sacrifices shall not please him. It will be like a morning's bread to them. All who eat of it will be defiled. For their bread shall be for their hunger only. It shall not come from the house of the Lord. What will you do on that day of the appointed festival, on the day of the feast of the Lord? For behold, they are going away from destruction. But Egypt shall gather them, Memphis shall bury them. Nettles shall possess their precious things of silver, thorns shall be in their tents. The day of punishment has come, the days of recompense has come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool, the man of the spirit is mad, because of your great iniquity and great hatred. The prophet is the watchman of Ephraim with my God, yet a fowler's snare is on all his ways, and hatred in the house of his God. They have deeply corrupted themselves, as in the days of Gilgal. He will remember their iniquity, he will punish their sins. Like grapes in the wilderness I found Israel, like the first fruits on the fig tree in its season I saw your fathers. But they came to Baal Peor, and concentrated themselves to the thing of shame, and became detestable like the things they loved. Ephraim's glory shall fly away like a bird, no birth, no pregnancy, no conception. Even if they bring up children, I will bereave them till none is left. Woe to them when I depart from them. Ephraim, as I have seen, like a young palm planted in the meadow. But Ephraim must not lead his children out to the slaughter. Give them, O Lord, what will you give? Give them a miscarrying womb and dry breasts. Every evil of theirs is in Gilgal. There I began to hate them. Because of their wickedness of their deeds, I will drive them out of my house. I will love them no more. All their princes are rebels. Ephraim is stricken, their root is dried up. They shall bear no fruit, even though they give birth. I will put their beloved children to death. My God will reject them, because they have not listened to him. They shall be wanderers among the nations. Chapter 10. Israel is a luxurious vine, that yields its fruit. The more his fruit increased, the more altars he built, and his country improved. He improved his pillars. Their heart is false. Now they must bear their guilt. The Lord will break down their altars and destroy their pillars. For now they will say, "We have no king, for we do not fear the Lord." And the king, what could he do for us? They utter mere words. With empty oaths they make covenants. So judgment springs up like poisonous weeds in the furrows of the field. The inhabitants of Samaria tremble for the Kath of Bethaven. Its people mourn for it, and so do its idolatrous priests. Those who rejoice over it and over its glory, for it is departed from them. The thing itself shall be carried to Assyria as tribute for the great king. Ephraim shall be put to shame, and Israel shall be ashamed of his idol. Samaria's king shall perish like a twig on the face of the waters. The high praises of Avon, the sin of Israel, shall be destroyed. Thorn and thistle shall grow up on the altars, and they shall say to the mountains, "Cover us," and to the hills, "Fall on us." From the days of Gilgal you have sinned, O Israel. There they have continued. Shall not the war against the unjust overtake them in Gilgal? When I please, I will discipline them. The nations shall be gathered against them when they are bound up for the double iniquity. Ephraim was a trained calf that loved to thresh. I love to spare her fair neck, but I will put Ephraim to the yoke. Judah must plow. Jacob must harrow for himself. Sow and for yourselves righteousness, reap steadfast love. Break up your fallow ground, for it is time to seek the Lord, that he may come and rain righteousness upon you. For you have plowed iniquity and reaped injustice. You have eaten the fruit of lies, because you have trusted in your own way and in the multitude of your warriors. Therefore the triumph of war shall arise among your people, and all your fortresses shall be destroyed. As Shalman destroyed Betharabel on the day of battle, mothers were dashed in pieces with their children. Thus it shall be done to you, O Bethel, because you are a great evil. At dawn the king of Israel shall be utterly cut off. When Israel was a child, I loved him, and out of Egypt I called my son. The more they were called, the more they went away. They kept burning sacrifices to Baals and burning offerings to idols. Yet it was I who taught Ephraim how to walk. I took them by their arms, and they did not know that I healed them. I led them with cords of kindness, with the bands of love. I became to them as one who eases the yoke of their jaws. I bent down to them and fed them. They shall not return to the land of Egypt, but Assyria shall be their king, because they have refused to turn to me. The sword shall rage against their cities, consume the bars of their gate, and the devourer because of their own counsels. My people are bent on turning away from me, and though they call upon the Most High, he shall not raise them up at all. How can I give you up, O Ephraim? How can I hand you over, O Israel? How can I make you like Adamah? How can I treat you like Zebulun? My heart recoils within me. My compassion grows warm and tender. I will not execute my burning anger. I will not again destroy Ephraim. For I am a God and not a man, the Holy One in your midst. I will not come in wrath. They shall go after the Lord. He will roar like a lion. When he roars, his children shall come trembling from the west. They shall come trembling like birds from Egypt, and like doves from the land of Assyria. I will return them to their homes, declares the Lord. Ephraim has surrounded me with lies, and the house of Israel with deceit, but Judah still walks with the Lord. He is faithful to the Holy One. Chapter 12. Ephraim feeds on the wind and pursues the east wind all day long. They multiplied falsehood and violence, and they made a covenant with Assyria, and oil is carried to Egypt. The Lord has an indictment against Judah, and will punish Jacob according to his ways, and he will repay him according to his deeds. In the womb he took his brother by the heel, and in his manhood he strove with God. He strove with the angel and prevailed. He wept and sought his favor. He met God at Bethel, and there the Lord spoke with us. The Lord, the God of hosts, the Lord is his memorable name. So you, by the help of your God, return. Hold fast to love and hold fast to love and justice, and wait continually for your God. A merchant in whose hands are false balances, he loves to oppose. Ephraim has said, "Ah, but I am rich. I have found wealth for myself, and all my labors cannot find in me iniquity or sin. I am the Lord your God, from the land of Egypt. I will again make you dwell in tents, as in the days of appointed feasts. I spoke to the prophets, it was I who multiplied visions. And though the prophets gave parables, if there is iniquity in Gilead, they shall surely come to nothing. In Gilgal they sacrifice bulls. Their altars also are like stone heaps. On the furrows of the field Jacob fled to the land of Aram. There Israel served for a wife, and for a wife he guarded sheep. By a prophet the Lord brought Israel up from Egypt, and by a prophet he was guarded. Ephraim had given bitter provocation, so his Lord will leave his blood guilt on him, and will repay him for his disgraceful deeds. When Ephraim spoke, there was trembling. He was exalted in Israel, but he inquired guilt through Baal and died. And now they sin more and more, and make for themselves metal images, idols skillfully made of their silver. All of them work of craftsmen. It is said of them, those who offer human sacrifice kiss calves. Therefore they shall be like the morning mist, or like the dew that goes away early, like a chaff that swirls from the threshing floor, or smoke from the window. But I am the Lord your God, from the land of Egypt. You know no God but me, and besides me there is no Savior. It was I who knew you in the wilderness, in the land of drought. But when he had grazed, they became full, and they filled up, their hearts were lifted up. Therefore they forgot me. So I am to them like a lion, like a leopard I will lurk besides the way. I will fall upon them like a bear robbed of her cubs. I will tear open their breast, and I will devour them like a lion. As a wild beast I would rip them open. He destroys you, O Israel, for you are against me, against your helper. Where now is your king to save you in all your cities? Where are all your rulers, those of whom you said, "Give me a king and princes"? I gave you a king in my anger, and I took him away in my wrath. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up, his sin is kept in store. The pangs of childbirth come for him, but he is an unwise son. For at the right time he does not present himself as an opening of the womb. I shall ransom from them power of Sheol, and redeem from them death. O death, where are your plagues? O Sheol, where is your sting? Compassion is hidden from my eyes. Though he flourishes among his brothers, in east wind, the wind of the Lord shall come rising from the wilderness, and his foundations shall dry up. His springs shall be parched. It shall strip his treasury of every precious thing. Samaria shall bear her guilt, because she has rebelled against her God. They shall fall by the sword. Their little ones shall be dashed in pieces, and their pregnant women ripped open. Chapter 14. Return, O Israel, to the Lord your God, for you have stumbled because of your iniquities. Take with your words and return to the Lord. Say to him, "Take away all iniquity, accept what is good, and he will pay with bulls and the vows of our lips. Assyria shall not save us. We will not ride on horses, and we will say no more, our God, to the work of our hands. In you the Ephraim finds mercy. I will heal their apostasy. I will love them freely, for my anger has turned from them. I will be like the dew to Israel. He shall blossom like the lily. He shall take root like the trees of Lebanon. His shoots shall spread out. His beauty shall be like the olive, and his fragrance like Lebanon. They shall return and dwell beneath my shadow. They shall flourish like the grain. They shall blossom like the vine. Their fame shall be like the wine of Lebanon. O Ephraim, what have I to do with idols? It is I who answer and look after you. I am like the evergreen cypress. From me comes your fruit. Whoever is wise, let him understand these things. Whoever is discerning, let him know them. For the ways of the Lord are right, and the upright walk in them, but the transgressors stumble in them. That is the book of Hosea.